My name is Belinda Tato and I am from Ecosistema Urbano. I'm talking to you today from Hamar in Norway. We are following this exciting process of Dream Hamar that started last July, and it will last all the way till June 2012. We have very good news and very exciting information to share with you today, because we're very excited to say that we had the opening event last Saturday and it was quite successful. It was a beautiful day and we were very lucky with that. We couldn't take control of the weather, of course, but it worked perfectly, and we will share some information with you about that. We also want to remind everyone that all the information regarding the full process and the workshops and the lectures and the visitors and all different activities is available at the website dreamhammer.org. And also you can write down a message or a comment or send us whatever question, information or whatever, and we will be happy to answer to you and also to take into consideration your comments. So far, as I said, we started last July working for this, and Noah and myself came to live to Hamar to follow this process from very closely and direct, kind of contact. The place where we are working at the moment, this is the physical lab, which is the Basar Binningen at the Sturturget. And well, it went through a beautiful renovation that went all the way through full summer or full August with the support and help of Jose Luis, Domenico and Jorge, and of course ourselves. And it looks much nicer now. My background and all the walls around is the exhibition that is on at the moment. And as I said, it was launched last Saturday. So what happened last Saturday? Well, apart from the beautiful day and the sunny sky and the blue sky and everything else, we had the opportunity to bring over to Hamar the urban artist Boa Mistura. You can check their website, boamistura.com. They're from Madrid, they're urban artists, and they have all these beautiful and amazing pieces, urban pieces, mostly on vertical facades. So we called them and we said we have a challenge for you. We think it is amazing and exciting to come and intervene this amazing and huge public space. And in just a few days, they were able to transform a former parking lane, which is not so former because it was just a parking lane, parking lot, a parking space. That was a parking just, 4 days ago, and suddenly now it's transformed into a beautiful square. Well, it was a very, very hard and intense work. They were working, 16 hours a day, 18, I don't know, because they had to finish it before Sunday, because Sunday was forecasted as a rainy day, and actually it was. So they really had to work very, very fast and do it. And now today Noah and myself, when we arrived to work here, because we're just in front of the square, we were just so amazed by the beauty. Even if it is a rainy day again, it's beautiful because the ground is so shiny and so colorful that it really brings some color into these kind of rainy days. So, well, I will share with you some pictures of the process and also tell you a little bit more about the opening event. The idea was to, we know there's a lot of people still confused about, is it like, what is this Dream Hammer? Is it how can I participate, and so on. And even if all the information is available on the website, still there's a long way into communication. We also have a challenge because of the Norwegian. We're not so good at Norwegian, we must confess. We have some supporters, but still we need some more. So the thing is that the idea on Saturday was to communicate of what the process is about and try to engage people and try to raise curiosity and interest around this project. So again, for those who are new, this creative and open process will last from September until December, ending on December the 3rd, that it will be the closing event. And the idea is to work around different topics. The topics that we're working about are 5. It's technology, which is the first one, and it will start next week with the contribution of Bjarte Arne as the local guest, and also Juan Freire as the international guest, and we're really looking forward to it, and we're really excited about it. Then the second one is about activities. The third one is around environment. The fourth one is around people, and the fifth one is around seasonal strategy. That means that we wanted to have a kind of a wide spectrum of topics to reach different kind of interests, people and backgrounds, so that we could get different kind of people coming in and giving their ideas. So far we're very happy because only at the opening event we provided these opportunities for people to sign up for the workshops, and we already have more than 6 people engage into it, and we just started, so we think it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be nice. And also, well, I will tell you a little bit about the exhibition now. In the exhibition we tried to communicate the different kind of branches of the project. The project is kind of, it's difficult to be communicated because it's kind of different parts, but that's why we produce a graphic in order to make it more visual and easy to be understood. In this graphic, we are talking about the different kind of people engaged, different structures engaged into this. Yeah, Noah, who is always very, Okay, now this is the graphic. I don't know if you have a chance to see it. Okay, this is the graphic we produced because we were trying to make sure that we communicate how this network design is and what it means, okay? So here you can see the different institutions, groups of people, and so on. So on the one side is the academic network. That means that there's different universities taking part in the project, and so far is Limerick, Alicante, Hamar University, Bergen, and also Copenhagen. And Politecnico de Milano. That means that some students are engaging into this, and they're taking the Stuturget as a case study for their own grades and for their own credits. And not all of them are architecture students, and we're very happy about that because we like different approaches and different kind of points of view. So, well, that's the academic part. Then we have the urban design. The urban design is that we, as Ecosistema Urbano, we have been commissioned to do the new urban design for Stuttgart. So we are in charge of providing the final urban design, and that's why we're doing all this, to collect information, to have some feedbacks from the people, so we can incorporate it into the final design, trying to make it more successful and try to make it more accurate to the people's needs and dreams and feelings and so on. Okay. Then is the digital lab, and that is the tool that we have developed, and that is kind of connecting everything but online, and well, you can surf a little bit about it and you will see it. Then is then I would say in Norwegian, den cultural skolessekken. I don't know how that sounds, but it's anyway, we call it the cultural rucksack or the school bag project, and that means that there is this amazing, fascinating program in Norway that links the creative artists with the school students, and that means that every year they're engaged into some kind of creative process and learning. And this year the Kommune decided to link this program with this ongoing process, which is Dream Hamar, and for that reason we have the results and the contribution of 1,292 kids from all over the city, all of them between 13 and 16 years old. And we have amazing drawings with their points of view, with their ideas, that we actually, we will kind of go through them and try to get some kind of statistics or kind of results, because it's quite a big amount of children, and you can really read what their what their expectations are, what they dream about when they're thinking about a public space. Okay. So these drawings are amazing, and you can have so different ideas from suddenly there's a drawing that he's just or she's just, I don't know, asking for a big sun in the middle of the square, and there's so many other people asking for some water, which is just amazing because they have Lake Meuse just around the corner, which is a huge surface of water. And I like the idea that one of the students he just proposed that what Stuttgart needed is just people, and I find that fascinating because that's exactly what we are saying. Stuttgart has got a huge potential. We just need to bring the people in, and but for that we need to provide the conditions for people to be comfortable and to find it exciting, not just being there, something happening. Okay, I jumped from one thing to the other. Okay, that was the cultural Rucksacken, which is this. And then this is the on-site workshops, and that is a series of workshops that will be held, as I said, from September to December. And they will be around these 5 topics, and we have different contributions, and it's going to be nice. All of them are organized with a local guest and with an international guest, and it's going to be nice. Then we have the physical lab, which is this, and the physical lab is this. You cannot see it. We will share some pictures with you, but it's amazing because it was a store. It is a former bike store, and just in a few weeks we transformed it into a working space, a working station for Ecosistema Urbano in Norway. The solutions and the materials are really simple and kind of basic, but still it's a very comfortable space to work. And as long as we are close to a good internet connection, we're fine and we're happy, and that's why we're happy here, and we're also facing Stuttgart, which is just amazing. And then we have and that's it. So it would be like kind of different branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 kind of elements. When we have different ways to approach this. Marisa talks about the ingredients of the pizza, and I talk about the ingredients of paella because I like it better. And that means that even if you have like gone some workshops before, or we have the thing here, the most innovative part of this project is the linking and the way we cook all these ingredients together, because it all leads to a final urban design, and I think that's very exciting and very, very good to be communicated for people to really engage into it. Okay, so now I want to share some pictures with you of Saturday's event that I hope you find exciting as we do. Okay. Okay, well, here is Boa Mistura. This is the team who joined us to do this amazing transformation that you will see right away. Well, as I said before, it was a very, very intense work, very hectic, but also very cool and exciting. Everybody was around like, what's going on? There was one girl who came on Friday evening. She came out of the building and she said, well, we couldn't work at the office today in the whole day. We were very intrigued about what you were doing. It's like because we were moving some bollards. Okay, this is the very first step. These granite bollards used to be to stop the traffic. It was like a kind of a fence for this parking lot, and we decided to use them. There was this opportunity to take this into the square, not to take it somewhere else, because they're very beautiful. They are cubes, very massive, and we had a great collaboration from the commune to replace them, to relocate them in the square. So we just provided a new drawing, and then just on site we said, okay, here, here, here. So when Boa Mistura joined us, we already gave them the granite bollards and say, okay, just feel free to do whatever you want with them. And it's like be as creative as you usually are. So they already told us, they shared with us this idea of making a pattern that recalls the Norwegian sweaters, the Norwegian knit sweaters, and we found that very beautiful and very kind of elegant. It's geometric, but it's also kind of deep, and it's nice. So they designed a drawing, they pick up the colors, and they started to draw with chalk in the asphalt. Here you can see, the kind of tools they were working with, and that is chalk and string. And they started to paint. We have beautiful pictures by Emilio Pedro Iztua, who also joined us here in Hamar to make beautiful pictures. But we also have some kind of volunteer pictures, like people were very curious and they were moving around, and there's a person that I don't remember his name, but probably Noah will give it to me in a second, that we have to thank him because he took beautiful pictures that are already on Flickr, and you can have a look at them. And it was very nice because Boa Mistura was also working very hard during the night time, and we have very beautiful night pictures as well. So, okay, in order to make these patterns on the asphalt, they made these cardboard pieces. Okay, and they started to fill in the squares and the figures. This is the pattern that they wanted to recreate. The idea was to work with just a few colors. Okay, I want to thank John Christian Fjellstad for his pictures. As I said, he sent us a link to his Flickr account, and he has beautiful pictures, and we really thank him for that. Right now, I'm looking through the window and I see a kid who is kind of sliding in the square, because I must say that the square is beautiful, but it's a bit slippery when it's wet, and it's very wet at the moment. So he's kind of skating on the square. Anyway, this is the pattern. As you can see, the gray stands for the asphalt, and then they were working with only 3 colors, and that was the white, the yellow, and the blue. Well, actually it was 4 colors plus white, because it was the blue, the yellow, and very, very light gray. Okay. Okay, here we have cool pictures of cool people moving through the square. The thing is that they only had 2 days to perform this intervention, because Sunday was going to rain. So it was very, very, very intense, but very, very, very moving and nice. Here you can see how, when the pattern encounters or gets in touch with these bollards, how they actually the drawing becomes 3-dimensional. And here you can see that the granite bollards, when they become painted, they kind of look soft. It's like a candy. It's like a marshmallow. It's like a really soft looking. And this is one of the pictures of the final result. This is another picture of the final result with a kind of a spontaneous jump from a youngster from Hamar, I guess. And this is how it looks now. I must say it really brings kind of bright colors to the square, which is very, very nice, because today, for example, is kind of a great day. However, the square really, really stands out. It's like really shiny. It's really different, and it's very, very nice to see that a space that just 3 days ago was a parking space, now it is much more, and people will, they're really behaving in a different way, of course. And at the opening event, there was children just sitting down on the floor in a place that just hours before was a parking space. Here we can see Geirkok. We had some volunteers who really wanted to join in, and he insisted on the fact that he wanted to paint something, to be part of it, to be part of the history of Hamar, maybe. And here we can see some pictures of the exhibition. And these are the speeches out in the square. We have the LED screen borrowed from the Viking ship. Here more working pictures. This is just at the beginning, a picture from the top. Here you can see the strong connection between the Lake Musa and the square, and however, every time you are in the square, you kind of you completely ignore the lake. You cannot really feel it somehow. And I guess that's one of the things that it really impresses the children, because they are claiming some water for the square. Here you can see some night action painting. And here are some other pictures from the exhibition, where people were signing up for the workshops. And here is myself with an amazing woman that I had the opportunity to meet, and also with Geirkak from the Kommune. This is different people. Also looking at the models that the kids have produced in the last days, directed by the 4 artists who are contributing to the School Bag project. We also have displayed in this space the model with the beautiful video. And, okay, and this is kind of the event with all the people moving around. Here we have Einar Busterud, who is the actual mayor. He will not be a mayor in a few more months, but he's still in charge of that. And well, we didn't understand very much what he said, but we had a translation, and he was very positive and supportive for the project. He would say like, well, I'm just quoting the translation. I guess is accurate. Today we're making the basis of what the citizens in 100 years from now are going to feel about the main city square. In the future, the big question will be, where were you when Stuttgart was redesigned? Then you have 2 choices. You can tell us about your participation, or you can bluff. If you are not participating, you cannot complain afterwards. The only certain thing is that the square cannot be like it is today. So please come join us for this process, stand up and be a responsible citizen. So, well, everybody clapped a lot and everybody was very happy, because as I said, it was a beautiful day also, and that helps, I must say. And it's nice to see the engagement of the mayor, but not only him, but everyone in the community. They're very excited, and you would feel it was a very, very positive atmosphere. Here's Einar again. And here is Boa Mistura. You see the 5 of them were very cool and talented people, and I think they made an extraordinary work. More people, and well, this is just before the interventions. More pictures of the intervention. Okay, here these are some detailed pictures, and as you can see, it's just amazing. It's just so beautiful that I think we should paint all Hamar. Just in case there's somebody behind the screen. Okay, and these are pictures of the process. Well, we also had it was not only the mayor talking on Saturday, it was also Geirkak from the Kommune, it was myself talking in name of Ecosistema Urbano, but we also had the contribution of the different community activators who will be in charge as local guests for the workshops, and that was Bjarte Arne, and also Moki Rian, and also Romy Ortiz. And they made beautiful introductions to their workshops, because they're very enthusiastic and very kind of charming people, and I guess they're gonna do a great job in order to engage people and and communicate this. These are also some more detailed pictures. Okay, here we see the first skater, I think, over the painting after a few hours. Here you can see on the other side of the road that this is the ongoing demolition of the library, and these are the construction cabins for people to work. And actually what we're fighting now for is to get this street closed, because the main purpose of this is to transform the whole square. We don't find it is enough just half of it. So we want to get this street closed, and we hope we succeed sometime between now and December. And as soon as we succeed, we will do something else over there. Also, I think it is quite relevant that this Thursday is car-free day, so we really should get this street closed for this Thursday at least, because we're all very much concerned about CO2 and everything. But then when it gets to very concrete measures, like, we get kind of difficult. These are some other night pictures. Okay, now okay, now I'm going to play a video. We also, as I said, we borrowed the LED screen from Vikenship, and actually I would like to thank all the supporters that we have for this opening event. On the one hand, we had Aitsiva. We got free Wi-Fi at Stuttgart for the next 3 months, and I think that is just amazing. All cities and all electrical companies should do the same all over the world. It's like internet is a kind of a basic need at the moment. It's a must. And I think our life is so connected to the internet that we really have to provide that, as we have to provide, I don't know, water or toilets. Somehow it's like it's very much basic. So after a lot of, well, actually it was not so many meetings, it was just one, and then a few phone calls. They were very supportive of the project, and I must say they really made a very good internet connection that allows us to be here with you today with no technical problems, I hope. So I want to thank, this is a thanking part, okay? I want to thank, of course, Hamar community for their ongoing support all the time. I want to thank Aitsiva for the Wi-Fi, for the free Wi-Fi for all visitors of Hamar Stuttgart. I want to thank Hamar Centrum also for their support. They made a lot for us. I want to thank Media One. I want to thank the Vikenship, and I want to thank the Kunstbanken for hosting us for a beautiful closing evening. It was very nice to see so many people who have contributed and worked very hard for this project, so far, and just to have the opportunity to chat a little bit in a relaxed atmosphere, and just to enjoy a little bit the evening after so much work during the last month. Okay, I want to play now a video. It is the video that just a moment. Okay. Sorry about this. It's just I had the. It is the video we produced for the opening, but it's a video that you can find now in YouTube. And it's a video that is an interview to the different contributors to the. Okay, now what is this? Just a minute. I don't know why. The sound. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I don't know if there is any question anyway. Okay, Noah is giving me a note that the app is already finished, finally, and it would be nice if you can actually test it and find if there is any kind of thing that is not going on. It's already in region. The app is only for Android, And it would be great if you can test it. You can enter our website and find the information there. The app is a Dream Hammer app, mobile app, and the idea is to give people the opportunity to contribute and upload their ideas online, okay, from the mobile or from the website at home. So I hope we can collect different kind of ideas using different kind of tools. We're working like all different tools. We have a box here in the office. Where you can just put a post-it with your idea or with your email address. We have the website where we already are getting a lot of comments, and we're very happy about that because it's a way to communicate to the people. We also have the door open, and every single day we have some visitors and people who just went, I don't know if I will be able to attend the workshops, but I want to tell you that I would like this and this, and we love that. It's like we will soon have a way to collect all these ideas so that they are kind of available for everyone and transparent, like present, so that you can see what things people are coming up with. And we have the mobile app. So from the cardboard box that I can show you now, to the mobile app, all sort of things to get to different kind of people. It's also very nice. It's also very nice for us to know that there is, there's quite a lot of old people already engaged. There is two twin sisters who are 87 years old, and they're gonna come to the workshops, and I find that fascinating. It's like, they really want to make a change for the city, and I think that's great. So anyway, I like that, but we also like young people. We like everyone. We want everyone to participate somehow, to be more active or less active. There's people who come to us and say, well, I would like to bring my ideas, but I cannot attend because I'm living now out, or I'm very busy because I have small kids or whatever. So can I contribute some other how? Yes, you can. Of course you can. You can email us. You can come and visit us sometime. There's many different ways to communicate to us. Okay, and you can, write a comment on somebody else's ideas and so on. So now I want to play the video, but for some funny reason, I don't know what's wrong with the sound. There's nothing going on. Right? It was working just 5 minutes ago. So I hope Noah can help me a little bit.
Hei, mitt navn er
Okay, here it is.
Bjarte Utane. Jeg har mitt eget selskap
Bjarte Utane is going to be
og jobber blant annet med
the local director of
og
the first workshop on technology.
Og litt med et par kor. Når jeg er med på dette prosjektet, så er det fordi at jeg er en kreativ kobler og håper å få til noen workshoper med forskjellige målgrupper, forskjellige brukere som kommer inn med ideer til hvordan man bruker ny, smart teknologi for å gjøre Stortorget
sharing the information about the workshops with all his friends and networks. So we really thank Bjarte for this cooperation.
Til å komme med sine ideer, gjerne ville ideer. Her skal ingenting være umulig. På våre workshoper så skal det hete at yes, det gjør vi, og ikke nei, dette går ikke. Og så håper jeg at vi gjennom å delta og bidra her kan gjøre Stortorget og hele Drøm Hamar-prosjektet.
We also know that Sergio Bier is also going to join the technology workshop, and we're really happy about that because they're really fun and very nice people. This is Hilde Gustava, who is a kunstner from Hamar.
Jeg heter Hilde Gustava Olsen. Jeg kunstner og pedagog og driver en kulturfabrikk her i Hamar. Så jeg veldig glad for at jeg da har til å lede en av workshopene. i Dream Hamar-prosjektet, eller Drøm Hamar. Og jeg vil da gjerne ha med meg 4 grupper med 4 generasjonsgrupper, kan vi si, med barn, ungdom, voksne og eldre.
Okay, Hilde Gustava, when we met her, we find fascinating that she had worked with old people and also using different kind of tools like knitting and some other different kind of things. So we thought it would be a great opportunity and a channel to reach different other people. So I don't know, we're also very excited about her contribution.
I form av aktiviteter, konserter, kaféer, ja. Hva som enn måtte dukke opp i drømmen hos deltakerne. Jeg tror at det prosjektet her vil forene mennesker, og jeg håper at det skal bli mer liv i sentrum. Jeg sitter nå og ser på torget. Jeg var vokst opp rett på hjørnet her, i gamle Pegus-bygget, eller de første leveårene. Og da var det masse liv på torget som jeg nå sitter og ser på. Så drømmen at
Hilde Gustava has got a workshop close to the very center, and she has a beautiful space where she does workshops with the children to be creative and so on. Okay, this is Romy Ortiz, who is a biologist based in Oslo.
Hei, mitt navn Romy Ortiz, og jeg kommer fra Senter for Bioøkologi. Jeg her for å lede workshopet om miljø. Jeg tror Drøm Hamar vil være med å gi folk her i Hamar en helt unik mulighet til å være med og delta i prosessene med å forme det nye torget. Jeg tror også at folk her har mange gode ideer og mange tanker som vil være med og gjøre at torget blir helt spesielt. Kom og vær med på workshop om miljø.
Okay, this is Moki Rien, who is an exciting woman.
Jeg heter Moki Rien, og jeg er
She's a vocalist. She's originally from Hamar, but she's been working all around the world, singing in stages and all different environments. And she's a very exciting person. And I think she's been organizing in Hamar in the last few years, I think, the international festival that engages with different kind of cultures and immigrants and different people from different backgrounds, and I think this is fascinating. And these are some of the creative guests, not all of them. This is technology, this is Juan Freire, who is a biologist, and he's based in La Coruña, in Spain.
Hi, my name is Juan Freire. I'm a biologist and I'm a professor at the University of Coruña in the northwest of Spain. My professional interests involve both the environmental management as a biologist and also the roles of digital culture and social innovation in cities and organizations. My workshop at Hamar will deal with technology. The basic idea for me is to discuss with people and to design how technology, and especially digital culture, digital technologies and the internet could allow to empower the local community, providing them with autonomy and the ability and the tools to develop new projects for the collaborative construction of the public space. That is the main objective of the project. For me, the Dream Hamar project is one of the first real implementation of the ideas of collaborative design and service design. It's implemented to design a complete public space. And I expect to get a strong involvement of the local community, the creation of a really new civic space, a space adapted to the needs and desires of the people. And in parallel, I think that is a great opportunity to learn about participative processes and to develop a species of methodological toolbox, including protocols and methods, algorithms, for future projects in this similar to this or in other contexts where the participation of a community is needed. The project, I think, could change the city from my point of view, in two complementary ways. The first is creating a really new public space and space for community living and for the civic debate and collaboration. And second, I think, is the opportunity to start a new way to understand the urbanism and to understand the relationship between the different stakeholders involved in the creation or management of the city, specifically the managers and politicians, the technicians as architects, engineers, environmental scientists, and people like this, and especially the cities. See you next week in Hamar.
Thank you, Juan. Now we see Elgar Flits from Carve. He's an architect based in the Netherlands.
Hello, my name is Elgar Flits and I'm a designer of public space for Carve, the Netherlands. We are invited by Ecosistema Urbano to contribute to Dream Hamar, a collective and participative design process for the city of Hamar. We are, of course, very excited about becoming a player in this experimental learning process of network designing that will open up a complete new way of collaborations and results. Carve is a design studio based in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and we specialize in designing public space for children and youngsters. And although we do look from a perspective of certain age groups and functions, we always try to leave room for the initiative of users themselves and to facilitate the unexpected. We try to provide a playable foundation to explore where adults are invited to participate. In that sense, public space can become a playground and a meeting place for the whole community. Playing can be the cheerful development of physical and social skills. And playing is necessary to grow up, but play isn't limited to any age. Playfully preparing and mastering skills is forming an argument for the mingling of different ages and different groups, and providing them with a space alongside each other to create their own community. Therefore, play can also be a very good starting point to develop public space. In our contribution to Dream Hamar, we would emphasize on the homo ludens as an important actor in public space, and also the meaning of play and influence of playing on urbanity. We hope to bring in new perspectives and a new layer to the design of Dream Hamar and the city of Hamar, and I'm of course looking forward to meet you all in Hamar.
Now is Andrés Walliser, who is a sociologist based in Madrid and teaching in Berlin and Barcelona.
I'm a sociologist, an urban sociologist, and we're in Madrid. We're currently walking around the neighborhood of Lavapiés, and I'm here with you because I'm going to introduce the course on public space and people in the Dream Hamar project, which is a project led by Ecosistema Urbano in the city of Hamar in Norway, and which provides you with the opportunity of joining a very innovative experience in which not only we will have the chance of working together with people all around the world and with the people in Norway, in Hamar, but also to exchange knowledge between different practitioners, professionals, people with different interests, and generating a potential network of urban social designers. So that's a bit the main contents of this project, out of which we want to take out a very innovative outcome, result of the renewal of the city of center of the city of Hamar. Thank you.
Now we're going to see some of the universities engage into this project. This is the Hedmark and Vibeke.
Jeg sivilarkitekt Vibeke Kirkebø Hegg. Ved Høgskolen i Hamar jeg dette semesteret faglærer i arkitektur og design. Studentene jeg møter går på BA i virtuell kunst og design. I tillegg til meg møter studentene gjennom dette kurset komponist Bjarne Kvinsland, industridesigner Marius Andresen og grafisk designer Lilian Korstad. Dream Hamar et spennende og unikt prosjekt. Metoden Network Design gir studentene mine en mulighet til å delta i prosjektet, men også lære om prosessen i metoden. I løpet av dette semesteret vil også mine gjesteforelesere bruke Dream Hamar som case. I møte med komponist Bjarne Kvinsland tar de for seg lyd i det offentlige rom og i arkitektur. Industridesigner Marius Andresen vil fokusere på møbler i det offentlige rom, og grafisk designer Lilian Korstad vil se på den visuelle profilen som vi ser i Dream Hamar. Helt til slutt vil studentene involveres i workshopen som handler om mennesker, eller People Workshop, sammen med Mokke Ryen. Og sammen med meg og arkitektene fra Ecosistema Urbano vil studentene få gjøre en oppgave i 3D, lage et forslag til en visuell presentasjon til torget. Det er relevant for dem å lage 3D-modeller i forhold til det kurset de går på. Gjennom prosjektet Dream Hamar vil studentene få god innsikt i samspillet mellom arkitektur og design, og i tillegg så vil de få en god forståelse av de forskjellige arbeidsprosessene som ligger i network design. Helt til slutt, mine tanker om hvordan Dream Hamar vil være med på å forme Hamar. Alt er jo i forandring. Noen forandringer skjer litt saktere enn andre, og ofte skjer de bare, spesielt i offentlig rom. Dream Hamar gir oss en mulighet til å skape noe sammen, og jeg tror bestemt at prosjektet er med på å øke vår felles bevissthet om det offentlige rom, som jo tilhører oss alle. Jeg tror denne prosessen vil gi oss brukerne et nærere forhold til torget, og det er helt topp. Kjempebra. Takk.
Takk til you. Now, Politecnico de Milano with Professor Fabrizio Zanni.
Hello everybody, my name is Fabrizio Zanni. I am Associate Professor of Architectural Design at the Politecnico di Milano, Milan, Italy. During this academic year, my students in third year course of architecture will study and design the store target in Hamar. I will be taking part to the Tactical Urbanisms online workshop sessions showing the work of my students. My research area is the hybridization of urban spaces as a possible solution of the sprawled settlement fragmentation. I am expecting to have a good international dialogue with you and with Hamar. I think that Hamar inhabitants could be interested in a new city site with a different viewpoint. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you, Fabrizio. Universidad of Alicante with Ivan Capdevila, who is an architect.
Hi all, I am Ivan Capdevila, architect at Play Studio, and I'm responsible of the Dream Hamar project at the University of Alicante, Spain. In this case, the University of Alicante will contribute to this experience with the work of approximately 50 students.
Wow, that's great.
And this work will consist of providing the city of Hamar with different advanced and evolutionary designs which will be shared with the general public through the internet platform. Therefore, the Hamar project may become an opportunity for these students to broaden their academic context and get their designs widely discussed by different and very interesting people. When I say interesting people, I don't mean intellectuals, but regular people not directly related to architecture. I think this is the most fascinating aspect. The future users are forced somehow to provide an image of their future environment by participating in this experience. Therefore, this experience can be extremely positive for the city of Hamar, as it is one of the first real processes where the public builds the public.
Good. I like that, Ivan. Thank you very much.
Navnet mitt Geir Kokk, arkitekt i Hamar kommune. Jeg har vært med siden tidlig i prosjektet her. Prosjektet startet jo som en internasjonal konkurranse om kunst på Stortorget. Det var det som førte til at Ecosistema Urbano vant og nå har ansvar for medvirkningsprosessen på Stortorget. Det jeg forventer skal skje på Stortorget at det skal oppstå ting, installasjoner, plasser som skal gjøre at folk kan delta mer på torget, sette seg ned, oppleve torget på en ny måte, og ikke minst et torg som lager mer for folk enn for biler. Det har også vært et mål for folk til å oppholde seg mer i den aksen mellom basarbygningen og kirka, sånn at den får være det storslåtte byrommet som Hamar har. Vi håper jo at Stortorget kan føre til at byen får et byrom som står godt både til kulturhuset som under bygging, og også vil tilføre byen muligheten for ny aktivitet. At det får et innhold som folk blir glad i, og som man føler man har lyst til å være i. Selv om Stortorget er et stort rom, så kan det få et innhold som er mer intimt, og som gjør at folk har lyst til å være der i større grad. Takk.
Jeg heter Anne Midtveig. Jeg er landskapsarkitekt og jobber i
This is
Hamar
Anne
kommune. Jeg jobber på en avdeling som heter teknisk plan og prosjektering. Jeg skal jobbe med Dream Hamar, eller Drøm Hamar-prosjektet på teknisk, og bistå arkitektene i den jobben de skal gjøre. Jeg håper at Drøm Hamar blir et prosjekt hvor mange hamarsinger deltar og engasjerer seg i forhold til hva vi vil ha på Stortorget. Jeg håper at den endelige designen blir et prosjekt hvor det er god kontakt mellom torget og bygningene og aktivitetene i bygningene. At det ligger godt til rette for aktiviteter som folk ønsker å ta i bruk, sånn at vi får liv på torget og i sentrum.
And now this is one of the artists engaged into the Cultural School Back project.
Ja, jeg heter Ester Helene Slagsvold og er en av 4 kunstnere som da har blitt hentet inn til et kunstprosjekt med barn her på Hamar. Den kulturelle skolesekken på Hamar har laget et prosjekt hvor 7., 8., 9. og 10. klasse skal være med og tenke nytt på Stortorget. Det er da 1300 elever, 4 kunstnere. Så vi startet med at alle lærerne fikk en introduksjon til prosjektet, hvor vi var med. Og så gikk de tilbake til skolen og tenkte høyt med elevene, og de lagde mange skisser. Alle elevene har hver sin idé. Det ble altså 1300 ideer, utkast. Og så måtte hver skole ha en avstemning og velge sitt utkast som de skulle lage modell av. Og det er der vi kunstnere kommer inn, at vi skal lage modell av de idéutkastene som hver skole syntes var verdig. Det var elevene som stemte. Her kommer de ned i basarbygningen, som har mye sjel og har et flott gammelt sykkelverksted. Det passer oss veldig bra. Og her jobber de en dag hver. Fra de kommer om morgenen med en tegning, en skisse, til de skal være ferdig modell om kvelden. Eller ettermiddagen. Hva jeg forventer av det prosjektet her, er vel egentlig mest at elevene får en mer bevissthet rundt at miljøet har noe å si. Hvordan er det rundt oss? Og at de kan faktisk ha en medvirkning, altså kan påvirke hvordan det skal bli her på Hamar. skape engasjement. Og når elevene er engasjert, så går de hjem og snakker med foreldre forhåpentligvis og slektninger. Og så har vi fått litt mer diskusjon og engasjement rundt hele prosjektet. Og om det kommer til å forandre mye på at de spør oss jo da om de tror at det prosjektet kommer til å forandre byen. Ja, det får vi håpe. Altså her kommer det til å skje masse fysisk ute på torget, og det kommer til mange meninger om det. Og kanskje vi kan klare å få flere til å komme med positive meninger og innspill nå i forkant og underveis. Og så blir det selvfølgelig 1000 meninger etterpå hvordan dette her ble og kunne ha blitt og alt sånn. Og det er bare positivt, synes jeg. Da blir det mer liv i byen, og kanskje vi får flere til å flytte til Hamar. Det hadde vært hyggelig. Da har vi enda flere.
Okay, and this was the opening. Now is Boa Mistura.
Hello, we are Boa Mistura, a Spanish art collective. Our roots are in graffiti, but we have developed our art in different fields, from mural painting to graphic design, illustration, or collaboration with architects. And we have come all the way from Spain to create a massive art piece over the ground of the Storturget in Hamar, and we expect that it's going to be very nice, and we want people to enjoy the piece and to live life, make life in the central square of Hamar. The concept of the piece is to spread a massive carpet based on the traditional patterns, Norwegian patterns that we have saw all around in shops on the sweaters. So we want to make the piece a piece related with the traditional culture, Norwegian culture, so that the piece is the wall is more yeah, it's attached to the roots, no, to the roots of the people.
Thank you, Boa Mistura, for your beautiful contribution to Dream Hamar. And now Jeffrey Schnapp from Harvard Metal Lab in the USA.
I'm Jeffrey Schnapp. I'm a professor at Harvard University in Cambridge in the United States. I teach at the Graduate School of Design and in the Faculty of Arts and Sciences at Harvard. And I run a research center at Harvard called Metal Lab, which is located at the Berkman Center for Internet and Society. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to participate in the Dream Hamar project because I think it's an exciting opportunity to think about the kinds of ways in which new technologies, new communications devices can allow citizens to administer, curate, become the owners of their own cultural patrimony. And I think the intersection between physical places and this new world of digital communications and devices that we live in is really the space in which new concepts of the public sphere will be developed. And accordingly, I'm very excited about the possibility of engaging ordinary citizens in the act of owning and curating the city, which is the place in which they work and live. So I very much look forward to running a technology workshop and giving a public lecture as part of the Dream Hamar project.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jeffrey, for your contribution. He will join us for the closing event at the very first days of December. So I think this is it. Wait a minute. Okay. So thank you very much. This was it. Time went very fast today because we had so many contributions. Thank you for joining us today. We will meet again next Monday, also the same time, 6 o'clock. I also want to remind everyone that the workshops online are still open for registration. So you can find more information on the website, dreamhamar.org. You can also email us if you have any kind of information. And I also want to remind you that next week is Technology Week, and we will have the 2 workshops and a lecture. The 2 workshops, one run by Bjarte Arne, the second one run by Juan Freire. Okay. Sorry for the mistake. And the lecture by Juan Freire that we will all enjoy next Thursday, not this week, but the next week. And in the meantime, please have fun. We're having a lot of fun in Hamar. We have a lot of friends already, and this is a very nice and fun experience. We always think that we should be making a movie that is Dream Hamar the movie. So, thank you for joining us today, and hope to see you next Monday again. Bye-bye.